24 hours, 18 and a half hours to be exact, from last night's disappointing performance in Anaheim. I will put it lightly. Well, there's no time to dwell on the negative for these Edmonton Oilers as they are back in action tonight with another big Pacific Division matchup, this time against the LA Kings. Matchup 2 of 3 throughout this regular season. It'll also be our first look at the Breadman. Breadman 2.0, I'm going to go with Artemi Panarin. What up, Mangiapane? First look at him in an LA Kings jersey. It's a rivalry we all know and love. I'm excited to begin. I reserve the right to hate the shit out of Artemi Panarin from here on out. Hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully we're in a better mood than we were actually this morning, technically, on Oilers Nation After Dark. But here's to hoping. I'm seeing a lot of people in the chat asking for positive Bordzy therapy, and damn it, you are going to get it. But hello, what up, and welcome to Pregaming. It's brought to you by Bet365, 19 plus. Please play responsibly. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Download the app today. Use the promo code NATION. Joined by, once again, Michael Menzies, contributor here at Oilers Nation, and basically my new co-host here on pre- and post-game. 18 and a half hours since we last talked.
All those hours ago. I feel like there's been 5 Twitter controversies since the last time we spoke, if that was even possible.
Social media has, it's been turned up a notch over the last... really just since Canada lost to the USA in the Winter Games gold medal
Brains
game.
are rotting right before our eyes with every click of a button. It's unbelievable.
You throw in a little 6-5 shit burger of a hockey game last night for the Edmonton Oilers, and things aren't great right now in oil country. It was a very negative mood on Oilers Nation every day today, and I think that was very justified. My question to you, Menzies, are you still as pissed off as you were last night?
No.
Yeah, I feel better too.
No,
gradually.
Look, you got to reset.
I'm not less red. We'll see how we get a little bit later on.
Yeah.
I did bring a fan.
We got a fan in the building.
Yeah. Hey, Tristan.
Tristan's here, which is good to see. You got to be stoic. You got to try to be stoic with this hockey team, not get too high, not get too low. I think they're completely capable of winning tonight, winning by margin tonight against the Kings. We don't know if that'll happen, of course, but this team is so inconsistent. They zig when you think they're going to zag, and so let's see how they do tonight. I've renewed, not optimism overall. We know the problems. I mean, Jari's not starting, so that helps, and Darnell Nurse is still in the lineup. But
that doesn't help.
With that said, they might just make fewer mistakes tonight. They might capitalize on more of their opportunities. Not leave it any doubt. Who knows?
We talked a lot of negativity yesterday and today, but we did mention there were several positives in that hockey game last night, and I think there are some building blocks for the Edmonton Oilers here. They 5v5 scoring chances doubled, 2x the Anaheim Ducks last night. I believe they gave up 6 high-danger chances. They allowed 6 goals in the hockey game, but that was then, and this is now, damn it. I seen some good energy in the chat. Mr. Burns said, no, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid tonight. There's no reason to watch if she's believing in the doom and gloom, and I respect that. I appreciate that.
Drink the Kool-Aid.
It's all part of the roller coaster, the ups and downs. Can't enjoy a sunny day without a couple rainy days, but right now, I'd take a fucking medium day right now, just some slight overcast, some good energy in here as well. Somebody said transitioning to be a part-time Sharks fan. No, you're either with us or you're against us.
No, that's right. You pick a side.
Careful.
I'm not going to go any further. Look, we're not going to do any of that. I am invading your space more tonight. I am asserting my authority, and also, hey, you got to turn a new leaf. You got to try something new. Things aren't working. I thought, hey, let's get a haircut.
You do look good.
Let's get a haircut.
Give him a shake. Give him a shake. Brett, get that fan on for a quick second.
Here we go. Yeah, give me that fan here. Here we go. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you can see the fan.
There you go. There it is.
People, you don't understand the temperature of this studio right now. It's cooking already.
It's hot under these lights, Seinfeld.
It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. Once again, you see the voicemail line. It's active at the top of the YouTube chat right now. That's available for pre-gaming. That's available for post-gaming. Wise Kyle had some choice words last night for everybody but Tristan Jarry, which was wild stuff, even though I'm never surprised when it comes to Wise, Kyle, or the boys in the YouTube chat. And we appreciate you, so let them rip. Menzies, we do have some positivity on our side. Both of us threw down on Oilers, not money line, puck line this evening. Oil win by 2. I'm strangely confident in it.
I like it. I think you're getting great value. You're getting great value at, plus 225, I think it was, around there, plus 225. Look, last night we hit a 22-1 first goal score. We've got even more value.
We've got more first goal scorer picks as well, and we might be living it up to fate as well. Responsible gambling here as well. You'll see it a little bit later during the Bordzy Bankroll segment. Brought to you by Bet365, whatever the moment. Never ordinary. But as for the Oilers talk, I said it to Brett earlier today. To quote the great Jonah Hill in the movie This Is the End, something not so chill happened last night. Oilers hockey, you know it's back because I tossed and turned. I got home at 1:30 last night. I tossed and turned until 2:30 just staring at the ceiling. Motherfucking this, motherfucking that. Woke up today in a little bit better of a mood, and it is time to turn the page. Now, as I mentioned, there's a lot of negativity last night. We all know it. Tristan Jarry was bad. That's a conversation we frankly don't need to have tonight because one Connor Ingram will be in the crease for the Oilers, obviously.
There's a lot of accusations going on surrounding my name, and I can only see my name. There was something about D&D. I'm not a D&D player, but
I would love Battle's a D&D guy, and I want him to be the dungeon master. I want to do one.
I did D&D on television when I worked in Lloydminster. It was part of our holiday programming. When somebody was D&D master, made it up, and they recorded us doing it.
I listened to Pardon My Take, and they got a professional dungeon master that comes on like 2 times out of the year, creates ridiculous scenarios for them to go through, and that's good content, baby.
That'd be sick.
You're not a D&D
I don't even
guy.
know what a DM is in D&D. That's the dungeon master?
I would assume.
Yes.
I don't know.
I would assume.
I'm not trying to be the cool
I thought
guy
somebody
here.
was direct messaging you.
I know. That's like the silence of the DM question is chilling, said Andrew. So, no, I don't
You give Dungeon Master vibes. You give Dungeon Master. And I mean that in the most complimentary way possible.
I used to watch Uh-oh. So, the Punisher. Uh-oh.
That's a great, fantastic old. What was that? YTV?
Yeah. Who's getting a phone?
Oh, sorry.
call?
Cass is calling me. I was telling you about Cass.
You were telling me about your boy
Bonneville Pontiac's head of security.
Back to the ice. So last night, negativity, Tristan Jarry, awful, terrible, whatever verbiage you want to use there. Now, Darnell Nurse, it's kind of funny. I saw Liam today after he did Oilers Nation every day. He tweeted out the show episode, and in his tweet, all he said was Darnell Nurse and Tristan Jarry, period. Because it did kind of feel last night that you win as a team, you lose as a team, but those two definitely had the most negative impact. I, however, would like to talk some positivity we saw in that game, Menzies.
Sure.
We were very, very concerned. We know these Oilers, their affinity, their affection for starting slow, especially out of extended breaks. And that was not the case last night. Jack Ralzovic scores 13 seconds into the game. Nuge gets on the board, and they have a 2-0 lead 9 minutes into the game. They would eventually blow it. They'd blow a 2-goal lead again. They'd blow a 1-goal lead again. But there was positive throughout the lineup. Matt Savoy, most notably, was the best player on the ice. He had 1 goal, 2 apples, 4 shots, 16-28 time on ice, and I believe he had an expected goals for percentage of 68%. He was good 5v5, scored a power play goal. He was also good shorthanded. I really liked what I saw in spurts from the third line of Vasily Podkolzin, Trent Frederick, and yes, Adam Henrique as well. And overall, scoring chances were 32-15 in favor of the Oilers. High danger 15-6, and that you take out some backbreaking mistakes by your goaltender, maybe some unawareness by one Darnell Nurse. And Menzies, you play like that for the majority of hockey games, you're going to walk out of it with a W. The deserved to win meter, at the end of the day, did read 62% in favor of the Oilers. There is positives in last night.
Yeah, well, the positives are they are consistently winning the expected goals battle. They've won the expected goals battle in 19 of their last 20 games. And 28 of their last 33. Their record in those stretches, 9-9-2 and 17-13-3. So, Not to just be a total downer there, I
thanks,
guess,
man. I was
after
trying to
you're
be positive
positive.
there,
But look, they're creating opportunities. And Savoy, who has been at the epicenter of some good chances at times, but unable to capitalize, I thought, wow, really bore down, finished, put the team ahead when they needed it to make the game 5-4, was ready to go right from the jump last night, sprung Roslovic for the game's first goal. I liked what I saw from Savoy in a way that I can't recall for any other one single game. I was really positive to see if he could stay up with the top six. It could stretch out the forward situation, especially with the news that we got moments before we went on air that the Janmark issue sounds long term. So
The issue of him being on the ice or the issue that he's injured?
yeah, I don't want to cheer for a guy being injured. However, him being gone, I don't know if this is a major
Might be
major
addition by
problem.
subtraction. Who knows?
But it's an opportunity as well when they can call someone up, whether it's Szymanski, whether it's Howard again, whether it's, as Battle points out, a little James Hamblin. Could I interest you in a little Hamblin?
I want some Szymanski back in my life. I liked what I saw during the winter games. But yeah, where do you go from here was kind of the discussion we had last night. It definitely was mostly centered around one Darnell Nurse. And Menzies, we discussed, what do you do? Where do you go from here? Because Paul Coffey, that was his first game back behind the bench for the Oilers, where he's handling the defense. We saw Darnell Nurse out there a lot last night. I believe he led all Oilers defensemen in 5v5 minutes. He was out there late in a tie game in the third period where there were mistakes made, I will say, at the end of that hockey game. Now, you can throw it up for us here, Brett, if you got the news we just got here from one Paige Martin. She dropped it pre-game. So Connor Ingram's going to start. Matthias Janmark will be out long term. And with Janmark out, the Oilers will be going 11-6. 11 forwards, 6 defensemen, because Kasperi Kapanen, he's still not ready to go. Likely, though, they say, to play Saturday in San Jose. Don't hold your breath. We've been lied to so many times by Chris Knobloch before.
It's a little ailment.
But that's not the point I want to make. We had discussed, are the Oilers, do they need to make some slight tinkering with their defensive pairs? Do you need to demote Darnell Nurse to a third pairing, or maybe just spell him out with some other guys from here and there? We had discussed how upset I was about the Brett Kulak trade, and man, if only you had a reliable, cheap cap hit guy on the third pair left side that could play up your lineup. Oh shit, we did have that guy, but that was then. You can't cry over spilled milk. It's not there anymore. And now with this news that the Oilers are going to be down even just a forward this evening, I don't expect there to be many changes in this decor. I'd also expect Paul Coffey might get a fair runway here if this is how he wants to deploy his defensive pairings out there on the ice. But I'm curious, how do you feel things are going to change up tonight? Or will they be changed up at all?
Well, I don't think it'll be a ton necessarily, because you're on a back-to-back. It's a quick turnaround. And Coffey having that break of 58 games most of the season, he gets parachuted in, and his first game, he doesn't have that same read. It's going to take, a little bit. He hasn't had any warm-up for how to deploy these guys in certain situations, where they're at in that moment. And certainly Nurse, I think, kind of burned him a little bit. With that said, sheltering Nurse minutes requires Emberson or Stastny to play more. And can they actually take on more minutes? Maybe a bit, but Nurse is going to be playing, and you have to find a way to get around it a little bit. And that's why I think a defenseman is needed. We'll leave it for the GMs on O&E to determine
mock trades.
They're hot at work with new and creative ideas.
What was today's 2 first-round picks? I
got lost after the 8th piece of the trade. I got a little lost about all the capital that was moving
Look out,
back
Tyler
and forth.
Menzies coming for that armchair GM spot.
Don't start something.
Brett, did you bring that tweet in by chance?
I can right now.
No,
we'll revisit it a little bit later. We'll revisit that one a little bit later.
But no, I think the Oilers, look, if it's a cup year, first time I've ever led one there.
That was nice.
They're going to need another defenseman. They need a legit guy.
There was also some rumors that were around today. I believe Bob Stauffer was talking about it, that the Oilers they're in to shopping a first-round pick in order to acquire a top 4, preferably right-side defenseman. The same thing I've heard over the last 3, 4, 5 eternity of seasons. But hey, here's to hoping. We'll see how it goes. And
Bob had that one.
hey,
first.
Bob had that one
Yeah,
first. Just so
sorry,
everybody knows,
Bordzy.
Bob had that first.
God,
Also,
he's so good.
good time actually to plug trade deadline. It's coming up. Daily Face-Off next Friday. I believe that is March 6th. It'll be on the DFO YouTube channel. It'll be going live out of our brand new studio out in the 6th, the T-Dot. And yours truly is actually flying out to the 6th to be a part of this bad boy. I get to be behind the scenes, press all the buttons.
Wow.
Hopefully I don't mess it up.
That's a big...
I do this every single year, but now I get a trip to Tirana out of it. But as I said before, no wraps.
The Toronto Rock.
Oh, I should see if there's a Rock game.
Yeah.
I don't want to go see the Leafs.
Yeah.
I don't want any part of that. I don't even want to hang out with Nick Alberg.
You've heard it here. That's a big job. Big responsibility, Bordzy.
That's right.
Big time.
Yeah, I felt a little Trumpy right there. I felt a little. I like it, but so we just talked plenty of negatives. There's some positives. Take it for what you will. Tonight, the Oilers will be going 11-6, and we've heard, we thought there'd be a concerted effort for the Oilers to limit Connor McDavid's minutes. Now, he played 22:02 last night, which is still a fair amount, but I guess for McDavid standards, that is definitely a downturn. But Menzies, to this evening, you're only going to have 11 forwards. We know what that usually means is a lot of 97, a lot of 29. I'm curious, do you think that we'll continue to see that same plan? Or because he's played so much hockey in the last 21 days, whatnot, maybe we're going to see more Nuge getting some double shifts out there. Maybe Rico, now that he's back and healthy, and maybe we'll see those guys kind of funnel in.
Well, does the Tin Man have a sheet metal cup?
Bang.
Of course they're gonna play a ton of minutes. Of course. There's no reason to think they won't. There's not one reason to think that their minutes are gonna be limited.
Yeah, but I mean, am I saying, that normally when they play, they go 11, McDavid's getting up in the 25, 26. Do you think that will be the case this season?
Yeah, if they want to win. And I think Knobloch does. Of course they are. Of course
it's just
they
because
are.
we've heard so much talk about we're going to, and it does feel like just that, a lot of talk.
Come on.
Because 22 minutes last night and in crunch time,
if they get up 5-0 after one, maybe. But then when it's 5-3... they're going to have to start, all right, back, here we go.
And as well, you're thinking about talking extra 97, Matthias Janmark, one of the most consistent PKers out there for that unit. Maybe that means more 97 when they're down a man as well. So, Connor, get your boots on, buddy, because I think you're going to be used a lot this evening.
Honestly, I think they should just put Bouchard as a winger.
Where's Regula when you need him?
Didn't they put Phil Kemp as a winger one time last year too? His only NHL game.
That sounds familiar, but I don't know if that was just a DFO lines.
No,
he was
taking shifts.
That does sound familiar.
Yeah, it was weird. It was very weird.
So anything's on the table tonight, folks, and that's why we watch the games, baby. As for the opponent, the Los Angeles Kings, they are also on the second half of a back-to-back as they lost 6-4 to the Vegas Golden Knights last evening. Yeah, that still works.
You got a little choking down a burp there for a sec. I can take over.
Yeah, I had a little.
Kings, they were up 2-1 heading into the third, and last night, well, similar to the Oilers, they blew a third period lead. There was 3 goals against in about a 4-minute span. They got behind the 8 ball.
We're not the only ones.
That's right, and it was a 6-4 game despite the utter lack of scoring chances in that game. So there's a million goals. A lot of guys didn't play for Vegas. The Kings lay an egg. Their home record, poor home record this year. Only Vancouver and the Rangers have won fewer home games, which is quite a reversal from last year when they set a franchise record. Bordzy, I'm curious what you think of the Kings here, coming on a back-to-back, but kind of in a similar spot to the Oilers.
I love sitting in the co-host chair there for a second. Take it over. Well, at least it means for me. So this Kings team, they have lost 4 games in a row. They also had a 3-game losing streak right before the break. And we know They're right on that bubble. They're currently 3 points back of the last wildcard spot that I believe is occupied by the Seattle Kraken. And we know there's some urgency in LA. I saw Bo made the comment earlier in the chat that he said, feeling vaguely pretty positive this evening because we had Dennis Bernstein from the fourth period on Oilers Nation every day earlier today. And I love that, man. He's one of my favorite guests we get because he is a little bit older, a little bit more seasoned, and he just tells you straight up how it is. He knows puck, and it gives it straight up. And he basically said that this team, they lack center depth. Their best defenseman is an old man that is playing way too many minutes and should not be handling any of this. Guys like Quinton Byfield, they haven't had good seasons. Former friend Warren Fogle has had a very tough season dealing with injuries. Yes, they bring in Artemi Panarin and Ken Holland. Where the hell was that deal for the Edmonton Oilers back in your tenure here? So they make a big move, a big addition on the wing there. And then during the winter games, you lose one Kevin Fiala, where sure, he's no Artemi Panarin, but the dude had 18 goals by time the winter games came around. So kind of feels like they had made one step forward, one step back in that regard. And I'll be clear with you. I'll give it to you straight up. This Kings team does not scare me. They do not put fear in me. But there is the old theory that you play that series 100 times, they're bound to win eventually. I'll believe it when I see it type thing. But these rivalry games, there's always extra emotion, dude. Mikey Anderson, Brett, is going to be out there on the ice this evening. Mikey.
I literally posted on Hockey Fights. I went to find Mikey Anderson hits on Twitter or on YouTube. To post on Hockey Fights, and the only one that I could find that was a legal hit was him getting blown up by Zach Hyman by him trying to hit Zach Hyman.
I love when I see these on my feed earlier in the afternoon, and then I get to see the man behind it all.
It's me.
Would you be more scared if I told you that the anthem is going to be played by harmonica from the Koreatown Senior and Community Center?
I got to cash out a puck line right now.
No, it's not happening. I don't think it is. I don't think so.
That actually terrified me. Remember Pangs last year for Halloween, Brett? He went as the Korean harmonica people or whatever. Good. That's such a good costume. Such a good costume.
I have no intel on who is and what is the anthem tonight.
Well, okay. That's why you got to tune in for
Star Spangled Banner.
Something tells me they will play "O Canada" and the Star Spangled Banner. TBD if Will Ferrell will be in the States.
If I don't hear the Estonian anthem tonight, I'm going to be so damn pissed.
That's right.
Is there any geopolitical issues?
Bless America. Kate Smith. They're going to play the Flyers.
Now,
I don't know why they would.
One area for these LA Kings. Brett, can you throw back up the Kings stats up on the board here as well? Because basically everything besides the penalty kill for this team in the four major stat categories you see on your screen, not going well for the Kings this year. 29th in goals, 7th in goals allowed, 26th on the power play, 28th on the penalty kill. Now, we know this Edmonton Oilers power play, number one in the entire NHL. They went 1 for 2 last night. Could have maybe used a couple more calls going our way, but it is what it is. That's an area I think I got circled. I was really considering betting on power play points for Bordzy's bankroll, but I did not go there. We also saw the Oilers PK last night. It was a big story before the break. They had completely forgotten how to kill a penalty, and their goaltenders had forgotten how to stop a puck on the penalty kill. Last night, they killed 4 of 5. Overall, I think it was a pretty good effort from the Oilers against the Ducks, and you think the last time they played the Ducks, they scored 3 power play goals against them. Thoughts on the special teams battle? Because the Oilers, they should be licking their chops when they look at that.
What I've noticed is that, are they going to get the calls? You know what I mean?
Because Probably not.
It seems like in the last 5 to 10 games especially, there's been a lot more game management in keeping the power plays low for the Oilers. But in terms of penalty kill, I thought it was much better. In terms of goals against, the goal against on the Ducks power play doesn't even rate, because I think of all the others, particularly all 4 in the third, that bother me more than that one. So Mark Stewart, his responsibilities have been cleared. They on the whiteboard when he walks in, it's 4-on-5. It's
sole focus PK, Mark.
And I think and I'm going to try to pay attention to it more. I think they did change their penalty kill structure. I think it is more back to a wedge. As the
let's keep our eyes on that this
hockey
evening.
philosophers say. I think there was a wedge employed. So I'm
going to
going
be on Wedge Watch tonight.
Yeah, exactly. I'll keep my eyes up then. So, regardless. Special teams battle should work for the Oilers. They should be in a good spot. Let's get some power plays. Let's get some easy ones. Let's go.
Let's pad the stats this evening. More so because I need Oilers to win by 2. Let's go now to your need-to-know information courtesy of Wilhauk Beef Jerky, because only the finest tasting meat products earn that Wilhauk name. Made from 100% Alberta beef, their jerky is aged, seasoned, smoked, and marinated to savory perfection. They gladly fill orders of any size, and you can find their jerky, sausage, and other products out of their Leduc location. And for more information, head on over to WilhaukBeefJerky.com. Cool. Nice. Brett, you waited for that one this time. My boy's learning. So this will be the second of 3 matchups this season between the Oilers and the LA Kings. LA won 4-3 in OT back on January 10th. They will play tonight, obviously, and then only one more time, April 11th, which is the third last game of the NHL season. I think it's then Colorado and Vancouver to close it out. I wish there was more division games there.
The
right at
Avs
the
are
end.
the penultimate game of the season. Very interesting. Very interesting.
They're going to lose that one 9-1 too. Because Connor's going to be out.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Leon's going to be out.
Those are the most mail-it-in pre- and post-games, game 80. Well, you know what? Probably can't say that right now.
We might
We are
need
in third
points.
place in the
You know, you're
Pacific.
right. You're
You know
right.
what? That's on me.
Every
I take that
game's
back.
valuable. Every point's valuable. We take them all seriously.
I love all my children equally. No.
Except for you.
Get in a little bit playoff positioning, getting a little bit tighter here. Let's get a look at our standings watch,
Yeah,
Brett
the
Holden.
standings.
Oh, yeah, I got him to bring it in. So, throw it up for me, Bert. A
Holly
look
Horton.
at
Let's
the
go.
Western Conference standings whenever you get a moment for it. So, the Edmonton Oilers currently, they are third place in the Pacific Division as Anaheim has now surpassed them by 1 point. They also have 2 games in hand. You see it there. Vegas, 6 points up on the Oilers. They also have a game in hand. And then it's tight behind them. You see the Seattle Kraken, 63 points in 57 games. So only 1 point back. They have 2 games in hand, but don't worry. There's even more competition as you get a look at the outside, the race for the wild card spots. You got the Mammoth, you got the Kraken there. And there's the old pesky LA Kings, 60 points in 57 games. So they are absolutely still a part of this run. And Menzies, you pointed out earlier, don't sleep on Nashville here. They got 59 and 57. Somehow San Jose still has 4 games in hand on the Edmonton Oilers, so can't take them out of the picture as well. I might say Winnipeg is maybe not officially out of the picture, but Menzies, this is...
They have a Presidential Medal of Freedom winner between the pipes.
He posed that photo with the Secretary of Defense thing. I saw he was like holding it up.
Which is now
Hated it.
the Secretary of Defense of War or whatever. It's Secretary of War. It's different. It's not the Secretary of Defense anymore.
Are you trying to debate? Are you turning this into...
But the reason I got Brett to bring in the sound effects for this is because we're going to need to keep our eyes on standing watch.
Yes.
From here till the end of the season, 23 games left to go, and we got some competition out there, but I'm still feeling confident about where the Oilers are in the standings.
This game is big for the standings because, look, there is a 3-point difference between a playoff team and a non-playoff team, so just a little bit of cushion, right? Because, look, I know there was a lot in the post-game chat and on O&E today and about, well, are they even going to make the playoffs? You know,
Yes, they are.
That sort of stuff. Well, a team has to ascend from below in order to knock the Oilers down. And the Kings are in that best position now. So this game, very valuable. Much like Saturday against the Sharks. With all those games in hand, these are valuable points on the line. I don't know why I'm reading it this way, but I am. Look, dial in. It's time to dial in, fellas. Okay, Darnell. Make the easy play. Stick with your man. It's okay.
Stick with your man. Stick on the ice. Grab a body in front of the blue paint. Menzies.
Jari, stay on the bench.
That's the key.
Lock in, chat.
Picks, stay warm.
Lock in,
stay
chat.
warm down there in the AHL.
Picks, yeah. Keep loose.
Rich Winter sitting there going, I told you he might
Hey,
be
Jason
the best.
Gregg, you want me in the show again soon? I wasn't so off, was I?
That's good stuff. So injury news, we saw it earlier. Matthias Janmark, he's out tonight and expected to be out, quote, long term. What was the other quote that was there? It's a chronic injury that needs some rest. Now, you also had your own little version of speculation here for Matthias Janmark. Don't quote us on anything
I'm
like
not
this.
an insider. I don't have a podcast.
We're in the safe space trust tree.
About a couple dogs. Okay, I don't have a podcast, so don't come at me. Other people may have had this first. With that said, I heard through
Did Bob have this first?
I heard through the grapevine that Janmark may have a chronic shoulder problem. And there's been times where you can tell and it's as similar to a Clefbaum-ish injury. Now, don't take that as gospel, okay? I'm not trying to
We don't
play
know.
internet doctor because Darren Drager will be after me as
Careful.
well. I'm just telling you what I look,
Telling you what the Twitter doctors are
wouldn't-
telling me.
I wouldn't put it on the website. It's not sourced well enough. I wouldn't do it. I'm just telling you a rumor. That's all.
I said a chronic shoulder injury would explain why Yanni doesn't score goals because he can't put his arms
Yeah,
up above his head, and that I do totally understand. However, Yanni, we wish you well, and we do wish him a speedy
You'd think
recovery.
it'd be offensive almost if his teammates or line mates scored, so he had to lift his hands up. He'd go,
Just skates right to
Well,
the
you
bench.
remember when Zadorov gave him a couple rabbit punches and Janmark's
oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Maybe
He
we
doesn't-
should have been appreciating Janmark this whole time. Dog.
doesn't throw hands anymore either, like he did with Blake
Blake
Coleman.
Coleman.
Yeah.
But as somebody, and I remember when the Clefbaum shoulder thing came down, I'm like, come on, it's your shoulder. I know you take a bump into the boards, it can really suck. Now, as somebody who has 50% of their rotator cuff in their right shoulder, yeah, that shit sucks.
Dude, I've been sleeping weird on my left shoulder recently.
It
I'm
sucks.
30.
Where's
This
the other
thing
half?
hurts.
Disintegrated.
gone.
Just totally gone.
Oh, no.
As for other game notes, Zach Hyman, the children's book author, we have a couple of his books in the office
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
Come on down to Brunch for Ben on Saturday as well. Hyman, he leads the NHL in goals since December 11th. He has 21 over his last 29 games played, while Evan Bouchard against the LA Kings has 13 points in his last 14 games. Connor Ingram will also be in the crease tonight for the Edmonton Oilers. You know what sucks?
Do you think it was the right idea putting Ingram in tonight?
Yes, I do. I thought it was the right idea putting him in last night with 13 minutes
You didn't
to go in
think
the third period.
go right back to chart,
Just
flip
throw him to the
page.
wolves.
Hey, you know what? We believe in you. Give him. You didn't think?
No, I did not.
Oh,
Now, the
okay.
one thing I will say,
Interesting.
there was a lot of things about last night that sucked, but I realized it today when I was looking at the stat sheet and the box score. Connor Ingram got the L last night for the Edmonton Oilers. That's bullshit. I hate that. I feel for our guy, Connor Ingram. He stopped 3 out of 4 in last night's appearance, and then obviously did allow the game-winning goal against the Ducks. On the LA Kings side of need-to-know information, we looked at their record 23, 20, and 14. They have 14 overtime or shootout losses, which is... It's honestly impressive. What's the Anchorman line? I'm not mad. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I also have that spin zone, but you can't live in this reality. It's an alternate timeline. But imagine they get a couple breaks in maybe 7 of those 14 overtime or shootout games, and we might be looking at an entirely different Pacific Division standings. But as I say that is not reality. That is fantasy world, so I don't actually totally give a shit about that.
Yeah, they have the most overtime or shootout games tied with the Minnesota Wild this year, the Kings. And again, 23 victories on the season, not super impressive. This team struggles to score. They struggle to score goals. Their path is to grind and cling and to keep it close.
And we've seen it. We know it better than anyone.
Drag it to overtime, drag it to shootout, and they obviously did that in shootout victory over the Oilers a month and a half ago. So this team's capable. Look, if the Kings are going to have any game circled on their calendar, it's going to be their games against the Oilers.
They always are.
They fucking hate our
always are.
guts, as they should, because we keep
And I hate their
winning.
Tiger blood. Winning.
I have
Winning.
one gear. Go. Epic winning.
There's no drugs in this house. If there are, I want somebody to point them to me.
Banging 9 grand.
Just banging 7 gram rocks. That's how I roll. Winning.
LA, though, they are, other than the Kevin Fiala injury, as we all know, he broke his leg during the Winter Games. This LA Kings squad, completely healthy besides Fiala. We looked at him, their stats earlier, 28th in goals for, 26th in the power play, 27th on the PK. Panarin technically does lead the LA Kings in points. He has 57 in 52 games played. He made his debut last night. He recorded 2 apples in the hockey game, one of which came on the power play. He also had 3 shots on goal, so we're going to have to keep our eye out on him and maybe get a couple shots in on the Breadman 2.0, as I said earlier. Adrian Kempe, though, he leads the Kings in goals with 20, while old man Drew Doughty leads him in ice time at 22:59. 97, he saw it over the Winter Games. Something tells me Drew Doughty might not have that fast step, that fast first step, I will say, in 97. Another reason for him to be licking his chops. And in the crease, or yes?
Well, just a couple of points to add to that. Kempe points in 9 of his last 10 games, so he's been really good. 12 points total during that span. Panarin comes in. He's going to be the power play focus. He bumps Kuzmenko to their second unit, and they were 1 for 1 in their power play last night, where Panarin literally threw the puck off of Byfield's skate from the slot. That's the way Byfield's got to score. Keep the stick away. I'll hit it off you. So Panarin's going to change how they play a little bit, and I'll be curious to see what's different with them and how they use him, how they deploy him.
It will be, and as I said, the moment the trade was made, I remember Wallace stuck a camera in my face, and he posted it online, and first thing I said was, I reserve the right to now hate the shit out of Artemi Panarin, and I'm going to, because if you join the enemy, you're against me.
Can I just also say, you kind of alluded it to before about Ken Hull and this whole thing. Look, Panarin wanted to go to L.A.
Yes.
Russians, they're not coming to Edmonton. They're not coming to Edmonton. If they can choose, look, Edmonton is no longer the 29th most desired destination in the league. They've moved up to maybe the top half.
Where do you think? Let's talk this out. Where do you think the Oilers would be? I'd say.
Well, they're a Canadian team.
So I'm going in like.
Which is often in teams, no trade list.
Like 18th, I would say.
I would say like middle of the pack.
Yeah.
They had to give Trent Frederick 8 years. Trent
Did they have to do that?
Trent, we watched
Did they have
give
to
you
do
8
that?
seasons. Trent looking to tie the career record tonight of 34 games without a goal.
What did we mention also about Trent Frederick? If he scores, he loves scoring. First goals,
that's right.
I hope the wheel picks him a little bit later on when we get to Bet365. Starting goaltender for the Kings, it's going to be Darcy Kuemper getting the start. He's got an even .900 save percentage on the year. Has not played puck in a minute. It'll be his first start since February 4th, as he was obviously the third goalie at the Winter Games for Team Canada. And I will tell you this. I had the option on my fantasy team this evening.
Oh.
I benched Darcy Kuemper in solidarity with the Edmonton Oilers. I went with Aiden Hill and Joseph Wall. Let's ride, baby. Let's ride.
So Wall's getting abused by the Panthers.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
Oof. I dropped Wall and added Connor Ingram to start.
Who else
tonight.
did you drop?
Silly Pod Coulson.
So he's also going to score the first.
He's
They're both
most-
going to score the first goal.
That's my look tonight.
And
Is
the-
pods.
And the reason why we say that too is because I dropped Jack Roslovic yesterday too. So
That was
hammered Vasily Podkolzin, boys.
indubitably.
Let's ride. Let's go now and ride to the Edmonton lineup. Brought to you by Oodle Noodle, baby. And right now, if you download the app, you got all kinds of opportunities. You might even be able to win your way onto the nation vacation, which is going down at the end of the month, March 24th to March 27th. You can do it in store. You can do it online as well. Highly, highly, highly recommend, and come tear up Sin City with your boy. Now, we do not see right now, I don't see anything
nothing yet.
confirmed for the lineup, but Brett, you can just throw up yesterday's and what we saw. Then imagine a big fat red X over number 13, Matthias Janmark. and those are going to be the 11 forwards and 6 defensemen still in this hockey game. So we don't entirely know who will go where. But as I said, there were plenty of reasons for optimism in the forward group last night. I don't want to speak in hyperbole, but I feel like all 12 forwards, including the 2.5 minutes from Janmark, I feel like all of them had good games. Or I didn't have anything to nitpick or really bitch about in the forward group.
Look, how many times the Oilers score 5 and Draisaitl and McDavid don't score 1?
Mm-hmm. Not very.
Doesn't happen very
Not
often.
very.
So, look, they had the depth goal scoring. It just makes it all the more frustrating that they couldn't pick up 2 points out of it. So, look, they need to keep going. I see some Frederick buzz in the chat. Look, I want him to play well. I do. But he's really mired in one. And hopefully, when he gets his next goal,
it's tonight.
Hopefully,
and
it's
I have
this
some
season.
coin on it. Hopefully it's this season. Damn.
I hope. Then that sparks him, because I did think he was pretty good last night. I liked there were some more puck plays, some more battles won, keeping pucks in the zone. We'll see how Henrique does on a back-to-back. Right? How those wheels,
those old bones.
How they keep
Some
turning.
WD-40 out there
right.
for our boy.
Good to go, Adam. And away you go.
Get on out there. I like Soggy Corpse just said, "Oh man, I missed you, bums." I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna choose that.
There's been a lot of
positively.
stoned accusations, and this is just it. This is just the show.
We talked about this earlier because this is a 7:30 pregame,
Yeah.
8:30 puck drop. We've been hanging out for the last 4 or 5 hours.
We're
like,
warm.
We should just go live right now, because what you see out in the pit is exactly what you get right here in this room.
We're warmed up.
We're ready to go.
We've been in the bullpen a while.
My shoulder, no injuries right now.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
You're talking about WD-40. We're lubed up over here, boys. Let's go.
Quick entry.
In and out.
We talk about, though, but that third line, once again, Pods, Freddie. There was, I'll give you one specific moment last night. Freddie was just going guns blazing on a forecheck behind the net, laid the body, stripped the puck, and burned without even hesitating. None at all. Sending it right out front on the tape of Vasily Podkolzin, and he got the puck on net, which is good for our boy Pods, but it was a flash in the pan like that I went, man, if these two can continue to find some chemistry with bang bodies, just become the most physical duo on the wings you could possibly be, I like what that could possibly become. I'm also trying to peddle some Kool-Aid as well when I say that.
Could Trent Frederick be the Oilers' Tom Wilson?
No,
Yeah,
no, you didn't even sell that.
The Trent Frederick Kool-Aid might genuinely just be
Is
the
Trent Frederick whizzing up Livy Dunn?
I'm not sure it's cake. It's not cake.
I think it might be the Jim Jones Kool-Aid, man.
Don't drink that. Don't drink that now. Let's go. Starting goaltender report brought to you by Dog Patch, the very bar down below us right now. It is packed down there this evening. It was packed last night. They had the DJ coming on down here, all kinds of cool River Valley centric events that go down at Dog Patch. And check out the menu. We're blessed. We get to eat it quite frequently down here at the office, and I highly, highly recommend, especially the weekend brunch.
Yeah.
Goes until 4 p.m. So that's plenty of time to be hungover and then still go and get your food.
That's like the last thing I need to complete the menu is the week, because I've never been here on the weekend.
Yeah, it's true.
I've always been elsewhere.
What random small town in Alberta could
going back
Menzies
to
possibly-
Bonnyville, I'm seeing an event tomorrow night with Kevin Lowe.
I was about to say, who's going to be there?
Kevin Lowe.
Boy, Kev.
Yeah, I have his phone number, and I learned he has Snapchat.
Isn't that so funny? And when you said you got Kevin Lowe's number, you didn't even finish it to me, and I went, does he have Snapchat?
Yeah, I
Because-
got the notification that said your new contact, Kevin Lowe, has Snapchat.
Send him a pic of us. Just go, Nick, Kev.
Can't wait to see you tomorrow.
What are you wearing tomorrow, Kev?
Yeah.
Goaltender report. Throw it up for me. Tail of the tape, Connor Ingram taking on one Darcy Kuemper. So there's Ingram, 6-5-1 record. Got the loss last night. 271 goals against with an .895 save percentage. While Kuemper has got a 259 with a .900 save percentage. For Ingram, we saw a little bit of downturn in production right before the Olympic break. We also saw it from both goaltenders. We saw it from the Edmonton Oilers. Here's to hoping that we get a good goaltending performance. I don't even totally know what to say. It's just clear the damage out in front of them. My key to victory on ONE today was Liam's was goaltending. Yep, obvious here and there. And I went, do everything you can to make life easy for your goaltenders. When you see that puck scrambling in the blue paint, for the love of God, put a body on somebody. Give Ty Emerson credit last night when there was a scramble in front of the crease at one point. He just hacked the boy, took him down, went to the box, and that was a good penalty to take. So maybe my advice for Connor Ingram is more advice for the decor. Because overall, maybe it's just because he's the lesser of all evils, I'm most confident in one Connor Ingram.
Is that what it is? An .864 save percentage?
Yep. Yeah, it is. Why'd you put that up? He's not playing.
I took it down.
That's fair.
Calvin.
Calvin. You hear that? You hear that? He's back.
Is that Pickard at the door?
And then as for Darcy Kuemper, he's having a good season. Was named to Team Canada throughout for the Winter Games. Didn't get to appear in a single contest. Now, in the regular season against the Edmonton Oilers, I looked at his historical numbers. Regular season, Kuemper is 13-4-4. He has a 222 goals against with a 924 save percentage.
Against the Oilers.
However, in the NHL playoffs, 2-4-0, 393 goals against, 883 save percentage. Obviously, that came last season. Kuemper, he's good. He's beatable. And the Edmonton Oilers, they know that.
Yeah.
All right, let's move along.
He's good. Yeah, he could be had. I mean, some of those performances he had in losing efforts ultimately in that first round, man, he was keeping the Kings alive in some of those games. But the Oilers are certainly equipped. Again, who's going to have more juice here in this back-to-back? And who can, I'd say, get a lead? But both these teams just blew a lead. So
whoever gets scored against first, you then live bet them on the comeback.
I think we must refer to the full 60 for a game like this.
Chris Knobloch, give me the keys to the victory tonight.
Well, we got to make it easy on our goalies. That's, number one. We've been working to limit some of the, chances that the opposition gets.
Did you think it'd be this hard?
Yeah. It's a great question, Spec. Thank you for the question. That's good.
Unfortunately, Bob asked it first.
Yeah, Bob had it.
Bob was on it first.
Bob had it.
Let's go check out the LA Kings lineup. Brett, this one's not brought to you by anything, so we can go get right into it. I don't know if I see any confirmation late for them, because obviously they didn't have any morning skate this morning. Throw it up for me, Bert, though, what we saw yesterday, because we talked about it a lot on ONE. You look at the center depth for this squad on the LA Kings, and it definitely leaves something to the imagination. Your top line, the Breadman 2.0 with Alex Laferriere and Adrian Kempe. Then it's Quinton Byfield on the wing with Anze Kopitar and Trevor Moore. Your bottom six, an old friend, Warren Fogle, Alex Turcotte, and Andrei Kuzmenko. Fourth line, Joel Armia with Sam Hellenius, who I mentioned last game against the Kings, Brett. He has skyrocketed up my LA Kings hate rankings.
Yeah, you don't like him.
There is something about him. I said he looks like a young Corey Perry to me, and it's funny because the man on his wing is an old Corey Perry there, closing out.
I think Jim Hiller is the only guy who hates Hellenius more than you do, because he hardly plays him. He gets like a few shifts a game. Kings fans overall hate their coach. I think more so than any fan base in the league hates.
It was Dennis Bernstein today. It's why I love him so much. He's so straight up, but paraphrasing, who was basically like, yeah, if they make the playoffs and whenever they lose, they'll probably fire Jim Hiller. And if they don't make the playoffs, they're definitely going to fire Jim Hiller. So, yeah. It's just like roll him out there, walk the plank, and boat him off or not. We'll see what happens. Then you look at the decor. Brian Dumoulin with Drew Doughty. Joel Edmondson with Brant Clark. Mikey Anderson with one Cody Ceci. So that forward group, I'm nervous looking at number 72, Artemi Panarin. We know he knows how to put the puck in the back of the net. Quinton Byfield, he's had a very disappointing season. I tell you, man, I miss out there. I'm a Jeff Malott guy. I'm a Jeff Malott guy. I'm a big fan of Mike Malott.
No.
I don't know many Canadian UFC fighters.
No.
I appreciate the bloodline.
That third line, though, is a cardio line.
Yeah.
That line just at 5-on-5 will do fucking nothing.
So Warren Fogel's had a tough offensive season this year. He's dealt with multiple injuries, but Alex Turcotte as a centerman is not offensively minded or gifted, I guess is a way to
What
put
is
that.
Cece's odds for first goal?
Oh, my God. Should we throw him on the wheel? Brett, throw Cody
You're getting
Cece on the wheel
value.
as well.
I bet you're getting value.
Yeah.
Because it would be so silly. So silly that Cody Cece.
I'm trying to find it right now. Scroll down. Plus 6,000 for the first goal, Cody Cece.
I still don't even think those odds are good enough.
No, they're definitely not. Now, the Quinton Byfield discussion, it's a weird one. It's one that kind of makes me happy because the progression, his potential, I would argue, has not been fully reached. We all know that he was kind of chose to be the throne replacement, I'll say, for one Anze Kopitar down the middle of the ice here, but he's struggled there. He struggled all season with his production. I think he only has 13 goals, thank you very much, after scoring one yesterday. You mentioned, or 2 yesterday. Look at that. Yes, because he was at 11 goals, so that's where my brain was at. 32 points in 56 games. That's quite disappointing, but we also know he can be an X factor for this Kings team because we've seen him dog walk some Edmonton Oilers defensemen going end to end, scoring some pretty sick highlight reel goals. I believe some OT goals there as well. So he's a guy I'm definitely going to have my eye on.
We'll see if he can clear a puck out of his zone.
No, not with Boosh the athlete right there, baby.
Not with the athlete.
The athlete, Boosh. If you had to pick a player to watch, player to hate this evening, who would it be?
Hate. Corey Perry.
Ooh.
You know what? I'm back to hating you. I would love to have you, Corey. Please come back.
I miss you.
But with that said, no, I must hate you. He's going to be a tool tonight. He will be. He's going to be extra jerk. The jerk store is called.
They're running out of you.
And they're running out of Corey Perry. They're running out of him. So expect it. It will not be a fun, fraternal feeling with him out on the ice.
I miss jerks.
I know. We have no dimension. We have no agitation dimension on our team. However, I'm not sure that's what you meant.
I'm going to... Let's open that up, Brett.
Huh?
Little off beef jerk.
Yikes.
Let's go now.
That gets to our big question
So-
on ON.
That's going to take some time. It's going to take some time on ON80 to unpack. So we're going to do Bordzy's bankroll here quickly, and then I got something else for us that I want to try out because I think it's fun. And we cashed yesterday on the first goal scorer. So first things first, shout out Bet365. Download the app today because whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Use the promo code NATION when you sign up, and you can get in on the action at Bet365. Bert, throw it up for me. What I'm looking at this evening. I didn't put any goaltenders in this one because last night, who was I to put Tristan Jarry over 23.5 saves in? That one's on me. So tonight's options, Bouchard 3+ shots on goal, currently at -120. He had 3 last night. He also had 2 points to boot in that hockey game. I like the -120 value. Then next up, the Nuge. 2+ shots. I didn't go for 3 at -170. He scored last night, was his 14th goal of the season, and he's hit 2+ shots in 4 consecutive hockey games. I also think there was a lot of names we mentioned last night that were very good. Nuge was sneaky good as well. I thought he had a solid performance. And then Jack Roslovic, 1+ point. That one's got the juice at +150. He scored 13 seconds into yesterday's game. He got a point, and out of his last 4 games, he has 3 points over that stretch, and now obviously is playing with Leon Draisaitl on the second line. You parlay these 3 together,
What do I get?
+650 on Bet365. So that has got some juice. Menzies, what do you think about the bankroll this evening?
I don't mind it. I think positivity. I think this is okay.
And we got
okay.
positivity. This is okay. You know what?
Okay.
I'll take that.
I don't want to oversell it, but I I kind of like it.
Let's think we're in the seats later on After Dark. Which one of these three am I pissed at for selling? No, don't even put that on the ether.
Probably Nuge, just for no reason at all.
Me too.
I
feel like it's that middle one that always gets me, Brett.
Yeah.
You know it. Now, with our new streaming software, we have the options to do a couple cooler things. So, if the chat doesn't know by now on ONE in here, I love the wheel. www.wheelandnames.com. I think the wheel is just. You can never argue with the wheel. For anyone in a relationship, I always recommend your significant other. It's a girl thing. They can never decide where they want to go to eat. I put 6-something options in the wheel, and you spin it, and as it lands on one, you remove it. Doesn't even matter what it last lands on. You can tell by the reaction of your significant other if the one they want gets removed. You see it right there, and that's a beat around. It's a way to get around and find out what's actually going on and what they want. Now, for this evening...
You have to play such complicated games with...
Yes, sometimes you do. Love you, my girlfriend. Bert, throw it up for me, though, because last night we hit the first goal scorer of the evening. It was one Jack Roslovic. So I'm down to start trying this and see where this goes. Responsibly, of course. We added every single Oiler that will be on the ice tonight. Actually, is Janmark still in there? Yeah, you can take him out.
Yeah, the wheels invalid.
R.I.P. And Cody Ceci, as you see on the very bottom of this one. I'd like to leave it to the wheel and see if it's just.
Sure.
Whatever it lands on. However, if we don't totally like it, we can call veto and get an extra spin. Brett, spin that wheel.
Here we go.
Oh my God.
Come on,
Dial it up.
A deal's a deal. I'm absolutely going to have to ride on plus 6,000 Cody Ceci. But, Brett, you know what? Spin that wheel again, but you should remove Cody Ceci there. If you bring it back, because I will. I will do it right now on my phone. I feel dirty about doing it. Man, you have to scroll so much for Cody Ceci.
Good.
Plus 6,000.
Just going to pay all the more.
There it is. Okay, you remove him from it?
He's removed.
Oh, my God. Plus 6,000. I'm going to be rich if this goes down. I'm not going to host After Dark if this goes through. Brett, for an Oiler, first goal scorer, who do we like? Spin that wheel.
Here we go. N. 2 N's. Wheel of Fortune.
God.
I hate that.
Let's go.
I hate that.
Let's go.
In what could be his final game.
The groceries are paid.
The wheel is just.
are.
Jack Roslovic, he set me up for success, and the fact that we can now do this responsibly for the next maybe even 23 games. Who knows? Okay, all right. Andrew Mangiapane, first goal, plus 3,500 on Bet365. Once again, I am not putting down crazy units. We're just doing this for the fun. And if Cody Ceci scores one from the blue line, goes off somebody's... It's going to go off Darnell
You're
Nurse.
gonna know.
His
Tweet
old
at
partner,
us.
Darnell Nurse, is going to help out Cody Ceci.
Look,
on
we're
the
trying to
first goal
just
of the
give
game.
you money here, and we tried last night, and look, this is just the way it is.
Buff
Can't argue with it.
Chad says, might as well just donate to charity instead. But what if, brother?
Buff
What
Snelda
if?
said Cece will be too busy eating crayons.
Look, his crayons can wait till after the game. He's got a job to do.
He's got to get on the board.
Cody Ceci works in mysterious ways. We know he does.
True.
How many goals do you think Ceci has
The LA
this
Kings
season?
need a win bad, and when your team needs a win bad, you can lean on number 5. Cody
Gun to your
Ceci.
head. You're locked in a basement. You have to guess. You have to guess how many goals Cody Ceci has scored, or it's over. Good night, Jim Kite.
In
In
this
his
season,
career?
This season,
how many games?
57 games.
1.
2.
You're safe.
Oh!
You're safe.
Gonna need to find a new producer.
1 goal. 1 goal.
Yeah, that checks out.
Look.
That checks out.
Last year he had 4. The last year at the Oilers he had 5.
There's some big
Year
ones
before
in there
that
as well.
he had 1 in 80 games.
Doomed to repeat itself. All right, final thing. It is 8:30 now. Score predictions. Anytime goal scores, chat, play along. Michael Menzies, The Oilers win by 2, and Cody Ceci
I have-
anytime, I guess.
I have $50 real on the Oilers puck line.
There we go.
Yeah, I got it by margin 3-1. It's going to be a snoozer. 3-1 with an empty netter.
I think the under feels good here.
Empty netter. Ingram plays very well tonight.
5-2 Oil. I think Connor gets his return goal.
Battle, what about you? 5-1. Who'd he say? It's Matt Savoy. The kid stays hot. I like that from Tristan. For me, I'm going to go 4-2 for the Edmonton Oilers. Gets puck line. I don't think there's going to be an empty netter, but I do think this game is going to be close and competitive throughout.
We didn't even mention McDavid, 2 points away from 100.
Oh, yeah.
If he gets 100, only Lemieux and Gretzky have had more 100-point seasons.
That would be McDavid's 9th season of 100 points, you said?
Yeah.
That's amazing. And I have nothing to show for it, but a lot of
Did you think it would be
really
that
good
hard?
memories.
You think it'd be that hard?
And with that, that's all she wrote for Pregaming with Bordzy. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Throw down your courtesy like on the way out. Make sure you are subscribed. We'll be live right here on the ON YouTube channel for Oilers Nation After Dark, where I haven't done a positive post-game show in what was definitely like a month now at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Please, God, please give me something positive to talk about tonight, or just a Cody Ceci first goal. That's positive as well. Brett, another bang-up job on the new software. Doing great. Menzies, I love and appreciate you. Tristan, bang-up job as well. And folks, we will talk in a couple hours. Get your coffees, get your Red Bulls, because it's going to be a late one tonight. Talking a bit.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you enjoyed today's episode of Oilers Nation Every Day, make sure you hit the subscribe button here on our YouTube to not miss any of our content. We got you covered from interviews, insight, analysis, everything you need to stay up to date on everything around the team. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a video.